And the thing about religion, religious institutions, is you got a hierarchy of authority that perpetuate fear down to the lower levels. And as long as you operate within that hierarchy of authority and you submit to that doctrine and that teaching that is purported in that institution, you are a member in good standing and you're not going to have any problems with anybody. But the moment you begin to question that authority, the moment you begin to ask questions of that which is obvious, for instance, you ask any Sunday teaching preacher, why don't you keep the Sabbath? And now you're going to see their authority. See, they can't explain why they reject the Sabbath. They can't. But here's the explanation that you will hear most often. Because Jesus died and rose on Sunday morning, we worship on Sunday. That's the main reason. And then they'll find a couple of verses where it says the disciples were assembled on the first day of the week and ignore the fact that they met every day. The Bible says they met daily in the temple and from house to house. Isn't that what the Bible teach? And so they find a verse where they were assembled on the first day of the week and make that a verse that could support the Sunday worship. But then what I found to be interesting as I was part of these denominations, that we would recite the Old Testament 10 Commandments before there was a Sunday Sabbath. You remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. 6 days you shall do all your work. And somehow the authorized parties in these religious institutions were able to apply the Sabbath Saturday, seventh day Saturday to the first day of the week and now create what is known as a Christian Sabbath. This is how the authority of men establishes itself and then begin to teach, and everybody falls under that. You see, where we can find not one place in the Bible where the Almighty or the apostles instituted a change. But yet, as the gospel evolved, it evolved into a different day altogether.